back. All right, guys, we're back. I don't know what happened there. Internet problems. Maybe the hot of Vegas or just the alignment of the stars or whatever happened. But we're back with Veronica Grimm. Veronica, uh, yeah, I mean, honestly, you got to put out what you got to put out. Like you said, you had those ballads on the last record. Um,
Yeah.
and, you just have to get what you need out of your headspace. You want to get out the anger. You want to get out the pain and the songs and the thoughts that you want to and get out when you have to get them out. Just don't hold them back because honestly, it's gonna just fester
Yeah.
there and just make you miserable as a human being or all that or whatever feelings that may happen or occur. Yeah, we're all different. We all feel different ways about things, and you know, just that. And I apologize to everybody. I don't know what happened there, but we are back. If you have any questions out there, guys and gals who are listening in or watching, let Veronica know in the chat here on Twitter, or not Twitter, on Twitch or YouTube, and we'll talk there. But you know, so Veronica, like for you right now, what are you? I mean, besides of course you just listening to your demos and all this other stuff that you're partaking in and listening into for your stuff. What are you currently listening to? Like, what are some of the artists that
Mm.
may we know that you are listening into that we may not know, or anything like that?
There are a lot of artists that I've been listening to a lot of lately. I was listening to a song by Rainbow Kitten Surprise and Casey Musgraves the other day that was awesome. Um, there is a great band in town in Cincinnati called the Shivers that I love. Um, I love anything that my friend Noah and Michael, who I co-wrote American Beauties on this EP. I love anything that they do. But I love big acts too. I like the new album that Green Day put out. I think everything they do is pretty cool. Um, I'm listening to a lot of the stuff that's been fun for me to listen to forever, and a lot of new sort of like dark pop women. Always a little bit of Lana Del Rey, but just listen to a lot of punk, old and new. A lot of the Clash, a lot of the Dropkick Murphys, a lot of Red City Radio, a lot of Gaslight Anthem, a lot of
Nice.
Alkaline Trio. Miss Vincent is a band that I love that I've been listening to a lot of lately. Um, Shoot, I mean, there's just a lot of cool, powerful things going on, and there's a resurgence of cool, fast, ballsy punk music too. I don't know, and I feel like there's an interest in not as ever gone, but a popular interest in it again, which is kind of cool.
That's always a good
But
thing.
I
You
so
got to bring it back. I mean, honestly, some things can go away, but then they can come back and then have a new focal point of what they want to write about the fast punk and that's great to see. I mean,
it is. Mhm.
also like you
It is.
mentioned the new Green Day, fantastic. I got to see them last year uh, at the club show at Fremont Country Club. It was
Yeah.
insane. It was a great show. They played their new track
Ah,
there, and it was like a last minute show that they decided to do because they were playing when we were young, and they did it was like $65 to go to see them in the club, and it was just amazing experience because
mm,
I never got to see Green Day until then, and then to see them
yeah.
play Dookie from front to back, and then play their new track and just do what they used to do, do those club shows, and that's where they came from, and to give back to Vegas like that, it was
It's
great.
really cool.
Uh, but
Yeah.
so let's. I like to delve into music more because honestly, this is what we're here for. We're here to promote your stuff. And you mentioned American
Right.
Beauties. Um, like, how did that song come about? Like, how did you? I mean, you wrote it with Michael and what was it? You said
Noah Smith and Michael
no, yeah,
Mueller. Yeah.
Noah Smith and Michael Mueller. How did that come about? How did that process start? Like, did you have a idea that you said, okay, I don't know how to get this out in words, or did they have a train of thought, or how did it all come
It was
about?
it was serendipity. I've known Noah through Ryan and his band for several years, and Noah does these crooner circus songwriting shows or
Okay.
songwriter showcases. And he also gets groups of us together to just have weekends of songwriting, and he calls them crooner camps. So I went out for a day for one of those, showed up with a shit ton of donuts, and it was ready to see what happened and praying that I didn't fall short because everyone who was there is a really, really, really talented songwriter. And you get people from Georgia, Tennessee, Ohio, Kentucky, the kind of the whole geographical area around here. And a lot of pound for pound smarts in that group. And we just went, and the three of us sat by the river by ourselves, broke off from the group. And Noah said, wouldn't it be cool to write something for the project you're doing now? What's the vibe? So I kind of filled him in on what Ryan and I had been talking about, just up tempo, energetic, punk, whatever topic we wanted to write about.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was off limits. And I was talking to them about how much Bruce Springsteen I'd been listening to. I bought my dad Bruce Springsteen tickets for his birthday a couple years ago. So we're still waiting for the show. Bruce has been sick a couple years, but that kind of stuff, along again with like a lot of Gaslight Anthem and climates like this, like election years and crazy, just, I mean, every year is a crazy year,
Yeah.
but those bands, especially to me, are just sort of like a balm on the soul. They say things eloquently and with power and with balls and with energy and just make you think without it being necessarily angry or in your face. It's not as aggressive necessarily as like a Rage Against the Machine, but there's this poetry in there about how these things affect us. It's not necessarily about the politics. It's about the way the world feels when you're in a crazy ass world.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of us, we kind of settled on this thought that I think Michael had, like in the middle is a line that comes up in the bridge and is repeated and is repeated. And we feel like that, yeah, there's a lot of people that you're going to call, crazy on either side, whether you're liberal or conservative or whatever label you want to put on it. And there's a lot of us out there somewhere in between who really just care about people and want to work towards a better future together and not see everything go to shit and just love each other and live our lives with some grace and leave something good behind. And not all of us are on these extremes. And I think we were thinking a lot about that, thinking a lot about how much like grit and guts it takes just to survive.
Yeah. I totally
How it's,
agree.
how it's hard to make ends meet, to get ahead, to live your life with dignity. And I think that's where that came from. So we took, we wanted to capture something with the energy or the storytelling balladry of like a Gaslight Anthem song or a Red City Radio song or a Springsteen song and combine that with those themes. And kind of getting back to Green Day too. I love what they did on American Idiot, and I was thinking a lot about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of their work, but that was kind of an overarching theme that kept playing in my mind too. And I love the theatrical element to that record in particular too,
Oh,
where there's always and Springsteen too, where there's a lot of different
uh-huh.
themes
Mm-hmm.
within songs. There's a different section. It's almost symphonic. It's almost like a show. And so we wanted to do something like that. So I was
That's
really proud of what we got with that thought.
it's an amazing thought too. Like it's a great song. Like when I first heard the first like first vocal of Summer Goth and like American Beauties, uh, and then Raccoon and then Joan of Arc and Straight to Hell, I knew I was gonna like our talk and our just the music in general. Like it's great. You have a talent. I can't keep saying that, but I have to because it's the truth. People need to know this talented person
Please.
right here because honestly, she deserves credit where credit is due, and she can sing, and I want to see the future of you. I want to see what you do on the next record. And I would love to I would love to meet up with you in Vegas when you come out here next month if you want, like you said, and
Yeah.
just talk to music and talk catch up and like whatever. But there's a lot of stuff going on in my life that you don't know. But yeah, like I've been going through that healthcare bullshit with my wife. And stuff like, and I know all my listeners out there that are out here on Twitch that know about me more. You know, it just a lot of the shit that's going on with her and stuff, and the Medicare system, the whole healthcare system's not what it should be in 2024. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
why are we falling backwards on shit in this country? But it's there. It's there, and the signs
Yeah.
are there for November to have this world fall apart. I mean, honestly, this November is just like gonna be uh, a
Uh,
shit show, in my opinion. That's all I'm
yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but let's,
Agreed.
yeah, we're not talking more politics on here, but
Oh.
just it just sucks. It just sucks how we are just falling apart. But let's get to the song. Let's go enjoy it right now. Let's go listen to more
Yes.
Veronica Grimm off her new EP, Summer Goth. We'll come back with more and even wrap it up here shortly with her as well. But everybody, here is American Beauties by Veronica Grimm. Enjoy.
We're lost land lovers and second shift strugglers, carve out our own piece of the pie. Wasted and faded on minimum wages, try not to let life pass us by. A left and a right keeps us dazed and surprised in the middle. American beauties, we fought hard to get here. Earning our scars and the marks on our arms took us years. We'll have some good times. We'll stand our ground. Shoulder to shoulder, busted and broken. Someday we'll figure this out. American beauties. Mistakes of our fathers and tight-lipped mothers chasing somebody else's bad dream. Serving the system and doctrine as wisdom. We're deeper and dead by degrees. Handcuffed and locked up by the stars and the bars in the middle. American beauties, we fought hard to get here. Earning our scars and the marks on our arms took us years. We'll have some good times. We'll stand our ground. Shoulder to shoulder, busted and broken. Someday we'll figure this out. You're never alone. It hurts, but it's good. It's tough, but it's ours. There's truth to be found. We'll figure this out. American beauties. We fought hard to get here. Earning our scars and the marks on our arms took us years. We'll have some good times. We'll stand our ground. Shoulder to shoulder, busted and broken. Yeah, we'll figure it out. American
And right there, ladies and gentlemen, American Beauties by Veronica Grimm, and we are back with her. And she is from Ohio. She is definitely a baseball fan. We just were talking about baseball off air there.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Cincinnati Reds can pick it up. They are a young team.
Come on, guys.
I don't know what they are doing today. I don't know. I didn't look. You know what? I'm gonna look right now.
I haven't.
Let
Oh
me
God.
Let me look at ESPN. Let's see what they're doing. I should be watching their games because I have MLB TV. Because thanks to T-Mobile, they give you
Nice.
a free year worth of. They lost 5-1 Seattle today in Seattle, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Not cool. It does. It does. Reds, Bengals. Come on, guys. Let's do this.
The Bengals, more like the Bungles this year.
I
they
know.
were
I
they were
know.
hurting. They were hurting. But it all happens. I mean, the North is going to be all crazy. Baltimore has a chance to win
Yeah.
that. I'm a Steelers fan because I'm originally from Pennsylvania, but I think we're going to be in a toss-up year with having Russell Wilson and Justin Fields as quarterback. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
support
cool.
the Raiders too. So
The
Raider
Raiders.
Nation. Woo.
Well,
Yeah.
I live in Vegas. I'm not from here, and I feel that being that they're not really an original Vegas team, like the Vegas Golden Knights are.
I love the Knights
Yeah,
too.
dude,
Actually.
the Knights are tearing it up. Last night's game, they won,
Yep.
and then 2 nights before that, they were down 3-0 in the third, came back and win that game 4-3 over the Avalanche to secure our wild card spot. But now, if we win tomorrow, we are automatically the third place team in the conference, so we won't have to be in the wild card round, and we'll probably play Edmonton.
Excited.
So I'd rather
Yep.
not play Edmonton. I'd rather play Dallas, but I think we can beat McDavid and send him home crying, like he always does, because he hasn't won a cup yet, except for Vegas did last year, which is great. I got to attend the parade last year, which
That's cool.
It was crazy. It was a moment I'll never forget because it was like, okay, like I remember, with everything that happened October 1st here, years ago, the first year, that team brought the city together in time of healing with October 1st and everything else that happened, and this team has meant a lot to the city, and I don't think Oakland, the Raiders, will ever have that spot. I don't think the A's, if they ever do come here, will ever hold that spot.
Yeah.
I think the Golden Knights will hold it, but Vegas already had a champion before the Golden Knights, and that was the Las Vegas Aces, and they're still not like a team, like a Vegas team, because they were the San Antonio team, but that's neither here nor there. But I think they accepted them as Vegas people, like, because they've won championships. So if you win championships and you're in Vegas, you're a Vegas team. And the Raiders haven't been able to have, they had chances and they had good players to do this, but they've done stupid shit and getting in car wrecks and
Yeah, that's not great.
John Gruden can't keep a job and whatever. But yeah, sorry, Veronica. We got sidetracked.
No,
we got
okay.
sidetracked. We got sidetracked.
Okay.
We're talking sports.
I love sports, so that's fine.
We're talking
That's
sports
fine.
with Veronica Grimm on a music podcast. I love
That's
it.
right.
Are
you know what?
Are
That's
you?
all
I mean,
right.
since you're in Ohio, are you? I mean, Ohio is thick and thick into the woods of everything. And I know Cincinnati and Cleveland aren't that far apart.
No.
Are you a wrestling fan at all, or no? Just asking.
I am.
Okay.
I am to some degree, but I don't follow it like I used to.
Because
But I have
SummerSlam
friends
is
that
coming to
are.
August. SummerSlam has come to Cleveland in August. That's why I was mentioning that. So anyone who hasn't bought,
I have a
their
couple
ticket-
dear friends.
Oh, you do?
Theron. Shout out to my friend Theron, who I play D&D with. They will absolutely be into SummerSlam. And then my friend Gigi
and
has
Peter. Peter's also a wrestling fan. We all know
Rockstar Pro Wrestling. Yeah, so Rockstar Pro Wrestling. He has in Ohio. So shout out to Gigi too. But I'm mostly a hockey person.
Oh, nice.
If I had to pick one, and I am a Washington Capitals woman.
Okay.
But the Golden Knights are my number 2 team, and they are the team that my husband and I cheer together. Because he is a Bruins person.
Oh,
which is
wow.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gross.
It's
So
gross.
we just don't talk about that,
I have some good
and then we just
Boston
move
friends.
right on.
I have some good Boston friends that are big Bruins fans.
Boston's a great team.
Yeah, they are.
But
I mean,
I touched it because they're amazing.
but see, the thing is, Boston can make it to the playoffs as the 1 seed and win the President's Cup, but yet not win the Stanley Cup. We've seen that
Boston.
from Tampa Bay as well. The the East has a lot of points in the standings of everything, but I don't think the East. I think the East this year has a chance to win it all, but that's my opinion. Don't take it to the betting window with my thoughts on that. But with the music,
yeah, I'm not a betting woman.
no, but Veronica, what would that? I mean, seriously, you guys would be crazy, not crazy to play a hockey arena. Like, I think
yes,
that would be like something like be like the halftime show or something. Doesn't Cincinnati have an AHL team or something? ECHL.
We have an amazing team. Yes, we're the Cincinnati Cyclones.
They should
We're
have
all
you
big
play.
Cyclones fans.
They should have you play or sing the national anthem there. Shit, I think Cincinnati.
Absolutely. So if anyone in Cincinnati, tell the Cyclones, let's start this campaign too. Get us in there.
I'm starting campaigns. Is this the campaign
we have so
show?
Many.
Is this the campaign
this
show?
Is. My grandmother used to say, I'm going to write a letter about a lot of things. So I feel like that's coming out of this right now. But no, I actually did once sing the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, for a roller derby event. So it wouldn't be the first time, but it would be the first time at a hockey game. So yes, please.
Roller derby was so hot so many years ago. I mean, Whip It came out.
Yeah.
And they had their own TV show too. On Spike. Yeah, damn, we're bringing up so many different memories of random stuff. It's great.
I love roller derby.
So, do you do that? Do you still do roller derby? Have you ever participated in it?
I have many friends who do. I do not because I have to play guitar and I have to sing. Yeah. So otherwise, if I didn't have to be functional and could afford to be broken more, I would probably pursue it. I have a lot of friends, especially the Black and Bluegrass Roller Girls and my friend Tiki, who are great roller babes for many, many years. I do rollerblade alone on my street like a dork with knee pads on, and I laugh at myself as I fall, as do all the millennials in my neighborhood. So
cool. Love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's great.
Well, let's do this. Let's play one more song, and you get to choose. So we played 2 of the 5 tracks already. You get to choose, but I'm going to take it up a notch. I'm going to give you a question to think about while we play the song so we can get the answer afterwards. So if you can take the song that you're going to choose and give it to any band or artist to perform in their style and genre of music, what band or artist would that be? And what song of theirs would you take and make it into your song? Think about that. So which song do you want to play? You got Raccoon, Summer Goth, or the last track on the album that we did not play yet is
Joan of Arc. Let's do Joan of Arc because I haven't highlighted Joan of Arc anywhere yet, and I love that song, and that's a good song for this question.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do it. Here it is, Joan of Arc by Veronica Grimm of the new EP Summer Goth, and we'll be right back to wrap it up with her.
bitch.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, Joan of Arc by Veronica Grimm, all the way from where our good friend R. Bolin is from, Cincinnati, Ohio. R. Bolin, yes, these lovely people known as Veronica Grimm, right here. Veronica Grimm herself is here with us. Is from Cincinnati, Ohio, and she's a Reds fan, just like you are, Bolin. She's a Bengals fan as well, and she kicks ass. And you should go see her next show whenever she's playing in Cincinnati.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. And like I told you, I have an answer to the question, but I want to hear your answer to the question first, and I will give you my answer or my two answers. I'll give you my two answers. Well, I'll give you my secondary. Okay, so you know what? I'll give you my secondary answer, and then I will give you my first answer after your answer. My secondary answer is Meredith Brooks' bitch. Which would be interesting.
It's so funny
for you to do.
Yeah, that was absolutely one of the. I love that song, by the way. I can't. It's absolutely on my playlist. So yeah, that's no problem at all. And that's one of the songs that absolutely. This song, it makes me think of it now that we have it recorded, and the overall vibe of just that.
You say bitch in the song. I'm like, you know what? That would be funny to see a cover.
Season of the bitch. Yeah.
But,
and I'm such a bunny rabbit in real life that to write that was so like cathartic. Just like I'm so scary.
So
I'm not at all.
No, you're not. You seem very down to earth. But so, what would be your answer? Who would you want to give this song to, and what song of theirs would you want to take?
Blondie. Debbie Harry, Blondie, would be my number one. Okay. And if I could do, I mean, especially in the 70s with the stuff they were doing in the 70s, but Debbie Harry's still fucking amazing queen. And if I could do any of their songs, I really love Ex Offender. Okay. It's such a niche, like, Blondie song, but Dreamin' would be my cover.
Okay.
Dreaming by Blondie would be the one that I would do. I drive my husband crazy with that song. I don't think he can even listen to it anymore because I've listened to it so many times in the car with him.
Well, my 1A answer would be The Breeders and Cannonball.
Very cool.
I thought you were going to say
The Breeders. Yeah.
You thought I was gonna have. You thought you were gonna say that, but you did not. So I thought you were too. I'm like, oh my god, that would be crazy. But you said Blondie, which is still great. Blondie, Debbie Harry, definitely amazing stuff for her own right. I mean, honestly, for her time period and just everything, just amazing stuff. But I know it's getting late over there. It is 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock over there, I believe. Almost dinner time. Go ahead.
It is.
Yeah, it's dinner time.
It is.
But it is time to go. Before we go and send you off, Veronica, go ahead and tell everybody where they can pick up the EP, where they can find more information about you guys, and anything else you want to say to the listeners and the viewers out there.
Awesome. Well, first I want to say thank you to my band. because they're all incredible musicians, and without them, none of this is possible. And to Ryan, we're going to be playing a lot of shows once I'm cleared for takeoff. So in June, we're going to be at the Village Theater in Covington. In July, we're going to be at the Southgate House Revival in Newport, Kentucky. And in August, we're going to be at the Northside Tavern in Cincinnati, Ohio, with a lot of really cool bands. So tune in. You can find our music on all the streaming platforms. We are going to try to do a vinyl print at some point.
Ooh,
Um,
I like that.
and then, yeah, and my thought process is when we get also the next new album will probably be on vinyl only, but right now it's just digital. So you can go to Spotify, Amazon, Apple, anywhere you want to stream us, you can find us. On Instagram, I am Veronica Grimm Official. On Facebook, Veronica Grimm Official. And then you can find all my bandmates and everybody from there. The record is Sad Cowboy Records, so you can find other bands on Sad Cowboy Records on their Instagram at Sad Cowboy Records, and find information about our producer Ryan Malott there as well. And then yeah, just follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Veronica Grimm 13. I announce all my shows there. We're going to be writing. We're going to be booking more stuff into the fall and into the winter. And just tune into our YouTube. Again, just search Veronica Grimm. One of our latest videos is the Summer Goth lyric video. It's super fun. You will see that I had too much fun shooting it when you look at it. So please go to YouTube and check that out. There's also a lot of cool live videos. So
That's the point. You're supposed to have fun when shooting these videos and not just like be a mundane robot video and not have intensity and greatness. But Veronica, again, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
We're gonna
you
go
so
right
much.
out to our friend the Dirty Casual. He's over there playing Ark on Twitch, so we're gonna go right out to him. But guys and gals, thank you for tuning in. Go listen to Summer Goth, out now by Veronica Grimm on the Spotify, the YouTubes, and everywhere else. But love you guys. We'll be back later for more content here on Twitch. But thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been John with New Music Inferno, and we'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Thank you, Peter. Bye.
Veronica, thank you so much
Bye.
for being here. Here, hold on.
That was so fun.
I'm gonna get on camera here now. I'm gonna exit, so you can see what you were talking to.